Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Rich here. Welcome to the Caribbean. We are at number 15 in our top 20 challenges. We're at the Caribbean at Saba at Juancho y Quinn. I'll put that up and I don't know how to pronounce it. So here we are. Let's try to land here without running off the runway. Let me set the trim. Tipping up too much here. Okay, that's a little better. All right, we're coming in at 84 knots. .400-foot runway. 400 meters rather. So we need to try to kiss this runway and slow down ASAP. Pulling back on the throttle.
500.
Okay, now hand flying instead of just letting the trim bring us in. 77 knots. We don't want to come down too heavy. Alright, I'm going to pull back on the throttle now. No! Oh my goodness. Excuse me while I go to the restroom. All right. Whew. All right, let's get these passengers safely over here. Okay. All right, I think we can park here, and I'll give you a nice external view. Enjoy. Welcome to number 14 on our top 20 list. We are in Japan at the Futenma Airport. Now the difficulties with this airport, it's sheer location. There's schools and homes right next to this, and the noise pollution at this base. So this is why it ranked number 14. Now, the ideal aircraft I'll post to show you what it's recommended to land at this airport. However, it says that with a trained or skilled pilot, it is okay to attempt an Airbus A320, which we are going to do here to make this video interesting. ace pilot, I wouldn't say that. I would just call myself an experienced pilot, simming since 98. I still make hard landings from time to time. Everyone wants to nail that butter landing every time, but unfortunately, I'm not that one. I do get them sometimes, but it is not a consistent landing experience that I have here. So let's see how this works. We look a bit high here. We are, yes, 2,000 feet. We're descending too slow. Okay. Airspeed is 130. Alright, we have 2,000 feet to go, descending at 1,500 feet. That would give us about 400 feet to descend before we get to the runway. So what I've noticed is if I had 1,000 feet to descend and I was descending at 1,000 feet per minute, then that would give me just the beginning of the runway so that I can start to level off to try to kiss the runway. Okay, we're at 1,300 feet. I'm descending at 1,450, so I don't want to come in too low, so we'll pull back slightly.
$1,000.
Okay, 1,000. We're descending at 1,200 feet per minute. Go back a little bit to 1,000 feet per minute. Back some more. Let's see, getting a little bit too low. Alright, let's focus on landing now. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this math. This is just some slight observation here. Descending at 1,000 feet.
400.
400 feet to go. So we'll start pulling up now. If anyone watching knows that that is correct, then let me know. 600 feet per minute, 200 feet to go.
$50, $40, $30, $20, retard, 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 retard,
Hey,
retard,
that was good enough for me. Alright, let's have an external look. Welcome to number 13 on our list. We are in Hong Kong, heading towards Kai Tak International Airport. Now, what's dangerous about this airport? Well, take a look. The mountains that we have to navigate. And after carefully navigating the mountains, then the city that we have to fly through
1,000.
above these buildings to
1,000.
make a series of turns. The left turn coming up down here, and then the final right turn onto the runway. We need to try to capture the running lights that guides us to that right turn. It's a little tricky. And this setting, I had to lower my resolution, screen resolution. So we might have some glitches here because this is a demanding airport. The scenery is going to tax the CPU. But let's see what we can do. Current speed's 130 knots. Now, the middle left, the airport should start to show in a little bit once we make this
1,000.
left turn.
One thousand.
Middle left, there it is. Okay, now let's try to spot the lights. Okay, I think there they are right in front of us. Just turn off the auto throttle.
One thousand. Four hundred.
Pull up.
Fifty. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
What a touchdown. All my body was shaking.
Oh, we made it though. All right. number 12 on our list. We're in India, heading to the Agate Aerodrome. Pretty much in the middle of the ocean. You can land small aircraft, maybe a Beechcraft, King Air, a Baron G58. Nice vacation spot. The challenge that they claim it's just a narrow runway.
Nice landing.
To number 11 on this list. We are in New Zealand at Wellington International. This will be the final flight for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next segment of 5 landings. Now let's take this bird in, try to make a nice landing here.
One thousand.
This scan is from flight.tl. I think my resolution is 2880 times 1440. If I can go up higher, but obviously it's taxing on dense areas and creates stutters. So I do that for lighter areas on the CPU, like this. Look at that, beautiful. A bit high. And this is a 8K skin
400.
for livery.
Fifty, 40, 30, 20. Recharge. 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 Recharge.